In a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience featuring Michael Venom Page, the two took a deep dive into the UFC 320 card, and Rogan couldn't help but start with the co-main event between Merab Dvalishvili and Cory Sandhagen. Rogan pointed out just how unusual the champ's training habits are. According to Merab himself, he doesn't warm up or stretch like a normal athlete, he just walks into the gym and starts going hard right away. On top of that, he apparently stays up until 2 a.m. before finally getting to bed. But even with that wild routine, the champ has arguably the greatest cardio in UFC history. He's broken almost every major wrestling record in the promotion, outworking everyone who's ever shared the cage with him. Rogan then gave credit to Cory Sandhagen, calling him one of the best point fighters in the sport, slick, technical, and extremely hard to hit. Still, he emphasized that this is MMA, and when you mix in Merab's relentless pace and insane wrestling, it's a completely different kind of fight. Let's jump in, and don't forget to leave your predictions for UFC 320 in the comments section below.
Dude, he was talking to, I forgot who he was talking to. He did an interview. Oh, he was on Mighty Mouse's podcast.
Yeah.
No sauna. No cold plunge, no stretching.
Doesn't do any of that.
Doesn't do any of that. Just no warm up. Shows up. I just show up, start to train. Just shows up and fucking hits the gas. He stays up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Just
like his whole routine is totally contrary to everything that you've heard before. Being choked unconscious for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah.
And he's like kicking his legs and moving around. He's like, there's no quitting that guy. Fucking zero quit.
You have to put him out.
Zero quit. In the Marlon Moraes fight, he was basically out on his feet in the first round. And just came back and stopped him. He's a monster.
He's a beast.
And he keeps getting better.
Yeah.
I mean, when a guy, you feel like, oh, a guy like that is so good. Look how good he is. He's better than everybody. No.
Yeah.
He's still getting better. He's not done. He's a project.
From there, Rogan started analyzing the main event, breaking down the Ankalaev versus Pereira rematch. And to the surprise of many fans, he actually leaned toward Pereira this time. Rogan explained that in their first fight, Alex's biggest weapon, that signature left hook, was basically taken away from him because of an injury to his left hand. On top of that, reports say Pereira had Ronavirus during his first training camp, which definitely could have affected his cardio and overall performance. When you really look back at that fight, Alex didn't look like himself. He was hesitant to throw, and his usual confidence just wasn't there. The constant wrestling threat from Ankalaev seemed to make him more hesitant to open up with his striking. Even though he stuffed every takedown attempt, he couldn't find his rhythm on the feet, and his offense looked limited. This time though, with Pereira healthy and clearly working hard on his wrestling, we could be looking at a completely different version of Poatan. Win or lose, Alex has revealed plans to potentially move up to heavyweight after this fight and face the winner of Aspinall versus Gan.
The thing that people don't understand when they watch fights, like sometimes guys, this is one of the things about the rematch this weekend, Ankalaev versus Pereira, is that Pereira supposedly had a fucked up left hand and rotavirus before the last fight.
I believe it. He looked off. He definitely didn't look himself. Towards the 5th round, it looked like Pereira could do some stuff. Like, it's like, okay, you're actually now landing that calf kick a bit more now. You're actually starting to do. It's like, why didn't you start like that?
He didn't have the gas.
Yeah, so
if you got rotavirus, your gas is very low, and your energy level feels very low.
So he's trying to be, he's conserving energy, and so
because Pereira, if he hurt his left hand, that's the doom punch.
Exactly.
That left hook is that's death.
Massive.
That's the one. That's the one. If you look at his highlight reel, there's so many left hooks.
When he catches people with that, even when he grazed like Jamal Hill.
Yeah.
I still don't get it now. He grazed him.
He's got a hell of a punch on him, man.
And
he
put him out.
Punch.
Yeah.
The Jiri Prochazka one at the end of the first round. Jiri was like, yo, and then he head kicks him in the beginning of the second.
Jiri Prochazka just opened up about a run-in he had with Khalil Rountree at UFC PI a few days before their fight, giving fans all the details in an interview with Shock MMA. Jiri said Rountree approached him casually, just saying hello, but Jiri was upset because Khalil was also talking trash online in the weeks leading up to their matchup. This fight is massive for the light heavyweight division, with the winner being up there in the title picture alongside Carlos Ulberg. Ulberg is fresh blood in the division, hungry and coming off big performances, and there's a real chance he could leapfrog both fighters since they've already had their opportunities at the belt. That said, the exact picture still depends heavily on how the upcoming title fight between between Alex Pereira and Magomed Ankalaev unfolds. If Pereira pulls off a win, a trilogy with Ankalaev becomes the likely scenario, which would shake up the light heavyweight hierarchy and potentially change the path for Prochazka, Rountree, and even Ulberg. Exciting time for the 205-pound division. What's your final predictions for UFC 320? Leave your comments below.
When I was in the PI, first day here in Vegas, or first day fight week here, we trained with my team, and he went around. He went out of the gym, and he said to me, "Hi, Jiri," or "Hi," some like normal hello. And I just watched him, and I didn't believe that, because you know what was on the Twitter, what he's wrote, and all these things, and I just watched him, and I just wanted to see him, and I just wanted to be present and see him, what he wants to do. And he just said hello like normal guy, man. And I said to myself, then I realized that all these things, all these bullshit, what he wrote on the internet is not his work.
Joe Rogan just put a spotlight on one of Jon Jones's biggest weaknesses, and it's something even some of his biggest fans don't talk about enough. In a recent episode, Rogan dug into the hypothetical Jones versus Tom Aspinall matchup and was blunt. Despite being one of the GOATs, Jones would have been comfortably outmatched in terms of speed and agility. Rogan raved about Aspinall, emphasizing how the Manchester heavyweight's incredible speed and natural 250-pound frame make him a nightmare for someone like Jones, who's never been the fastest fighter. Aspinall's size, power, and fast movement create a unique challenge. He's not easy to take down, and there's no way he'd ever make 205, meaning his heavyweight speed and natural strength could overwhelm a fighter who usually competes at light heavyweight. Rogan also noted that this gap in speed and explosiveness is a legitimate problem for Jones, especially against a big, fast heavyweight like Aspinall, making the matchup a fascinating what if in MMA. This conversation has popped up again now that Jones has announced a comeback. Jones seems to be trying extremely hard to get that White House event spot, but this time the tables have turned and it's Dana White who is against the matchup. But at the end of the day, you never know. There's a lot of time until that White House event, and a lot can change. What do you think, MMA fans? Would Aspinall be able to solve the puzzle of Jon Jones? Are you even interested in seeing this matchup down the line? At the White House event maybe? Leave your comments below. That's it from MMA Psycho. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA news.